Shoulder pets, the loving companions that sit next to your head. There's a few of them, all offering a wealth of advantageous abilities ready and waiting to be picked up, placed on your shoulder and launched at a moment's notice to perform the unique offerings they do. But what is the best shoulder pet? You're right kids, it's Raasclark and welcome to another top 10 as voted by you. Don't forget to like, subscribe, share around and let's get into it. So in at number 10 is the Vulture, and like most real life vultures will be found in the hottest of areas, and like hot areas, meat will rot quickly in its inventory. In fact, it's one of the rare creatures that is efficiently tamed with spoiled meat in a passive fashion, and Gilly being a big help during this. So why tame one? As mentioned, raw meat in its inventory will spoil at 4 times the rate, offering a quick route to narcs should you need it. Only stored by automatically harvesting any corpse if close to one, and impacts levelled in melee can be devastating to any foe, in particular a great choice for running the Ice Queen cave on Ragnarok, and literally flying through those pesky ice worms. In at number 9, the Shinehorn, arguably the cutest on this list, ironically found in the most hostile of locations, causing them to be rare finds at times. The Shinehorn is passively tamed with a variety of seeds and veg, but prefers plant species Z seeds and offers you an ability you'll find a trending topic throughout this list, Charge Light, able to be levelled in such and protecting them from nameless spawns, as well as inflicting a required damage buff to Reapers. They also have the ability of detecting both nearby enemy players and nearby creatures of maximum level, allowing those high level hunts an easier game. Lest we forget, holds a 50% weight reduction of anything in its inventory, a trait most other shoulder pets hold, and being one of the best to level in weight on this list could help to carry a lot of loot. In at number 8, the Featherlight. Possessing similar abilities to the Shinehorn, it's a slightly tougher tame being airborne, but can be grounded with a charge lantern at no expense to its timing efficiency. Whilst its charge abilities are as great, it holds a secret weapon of being one of the fastest flyers available, being entirely possible to whistle away with a rock drake egg in its inventory out of danger. Coupled with a decent flak helmet and in swarms, certainly shouldn't be overlooked as a breakneck speed pest for easier foes. In at number 7, the Mesopithecus. Monkey see, monkey do, or do as you'll find with this non-violently tamed omnivore, preferring basic kibble and being more of a wingman than a fighter, as it can warn its owner about danger and proceed to throw feces at enemies and hostile creatures, poisoning them and slowing them down temporarily. Possessing posable thumbs, it can, when whistled attacking target, open up wooden doors for you, should you find a free window for one to sneak through. Being the only time to produce human feces also offers an additional fecal choice for dung beetles too, with them only able to process one of each type of feces, and lest we forget can offer an autonomous gathering of berries when wandering during those long days. In at number 6, the Dimorph, a potent shoulder mount of choice impacts, and being one of the few on this list actually knocked out to tame. Seen to be an improved version of the Vulture in both agility and speed, can devastate even the toughest of alpha creatures, and demolish player armour in seconds, even mounted survivors. There's a reason why you may find a base with purpose-built Dimorph towers that can act as an incredible defense against any unsuspecting raiders, and should certainly consider one or many in the heat of a fight. In at number 5, the Microraptor. One of the biggest annoyances in ARK had to make the list, able to show up at the worst moments in the wild, knocking you off your mount and likely ending in misery, which yes can be harnessed to use on enemy players, but not before knocking one out and feeding it rare flowers. Not only can it knock players off mounts, but in doing so will leave them stunned and defenseless for an ungodly amount of time, resulting in a perfect bodyguard, especially in PvP. In at number 4, the Bulbard. Moving into the top tier of this list, and we're graced with a face only a mother could love, and whilst possessing the same taming techniques and abilities of the other light pets on this list, must surely make it because of its ease of obtaining. Light pets are a necessity for some parts of ARK, and a Bulbard is by far your quickest path to light. Easily found and tamed to become a loyal companion you'll likely find yourself with over most other pets. And lest we forget, holds a bag case of the runs, offering you plenty of poop for those desperate situations, as well as the highest amount of charge capacity, allowing you to keep that light on for as long as possible. In at number 3, the knuckling. Dropping in third place, the knuckling is a newfound necessity for PvP, and perhaps only PvP, reasoning its position, and being a sought after trophy makes it incredibly difficult with the ultimate sacrifice of your own tames, mind controlling each to offer a certain affinity, unable to be bred or cloned, and found in the very hostile Rockwell's innards. But once tamed offers the ultimate saboteur, able to mind control enemy creatures or survivors, turning them against each other. Furthermore, ignores enemy turrets and controls players to open their doors and turn generators off for you. Furthermore, can wield the most ungodly of wild creatures, such as a Giga, able to inflict chaos against anyone unwilling, and then dealing 10 million damage points when removed. In at number 2, the Ferox. Exclusive to Genesis Part 1 and 2, the cuddly element thirsty hound is another difficult tame requiring the most precious resource in the game, and when fed element transforms into a Schwarzenegger built powerhouse of fury, requiring a waiting game for it to shrink again. As expected, in its shoulder pet form renders it very little than a pest to be fed, though it does grant hypothermic and hypothermic insulation to your survivor. But once transformed, buffs to incredible stats, with an addiction meter that once full offers a total of 200% melee damage, 50% attack speed and 25% damage resistance through a basic swipe attack when held down offers a fury swipe, a ground slam to prevent flyers, and a boulder throw destroying stone structures similar to a rock golem. All the whilst being a nimble traveller, jumping great distances through a Mario style triple jump, and able to cling to surfaces similar to a Deinonychus. Combined with its shoulder pet form allows access to anywhere you'll need to venture. And before we get into number 1, let's just have a quick special mention to the creatures that didn't just make the cut. And here it is, the perhaps overlooked by many squishy and sometimes infuriating to tame otter, requiring dead fish corpses to be passively tamed by. But once tamed, certainly offers the widest range of abilities compared to all on this list. Being a possible first tame for you, the otter can grant you silica and black pearls by whistling attack at fish, and awaiting it to rejoin bearing gifts. It also allows a great replacement for air conditioners. When leveled in melee, buffs its insulation effect to not only improve your cold sweats, but incubate any egg you'd like if using enough. Of course, its biggest reason, and likely why it won the vote by a milestone, is its necessity for artifact cave exploration. It is the only creature in ARK that allows you to store as many artifacts as its weight allows within its inventory. And with some artifact caves offering laborious gauntlet tests, the ability to pick up more than one artifact at a time, owed to them normally respawning at least once, essentially cuts that grind time out dramatically, saving for more of those sweet element offering boss runs you'll be working towards. And there we go, that's the end of the top 10 list. I hope you enjoyed it. If you did, comment below, let me know. What more top 10s would you like to see in future? My name's Raasclark, don't forget to like, share and subscribe, and as always, peace out.